me also thank all the office bearers and executive members of AFTP Central Zone for extending their full-hearted cooperation for the organization of this webinar series. I shall remain always grateful to the senior members for showing their valuable guidance and support. I shall remain always grateful to the all participants from all over India for their active participation in large number. I again thank you all. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. I hand over the mic to Shri Pankaj ji. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Vinay. It has been a privilege that because of your working and everything we had been able to achieve. We are already short of time. Sandeep, a very quick one. And Samir Bhai, Hemant Mochi will be taking at 10:30 in the concluding session all your speeches, all your observations, including all the past presidents. I would request that be there. We will be at 10:30. We will be starting our concluding session. Sandeep Bhai, very fast.
Good morning, India. Good morning, India. I welcome today's chairman, Advocate J.D. Nankani sir. I welcome today's speaker, Mr. Manoj Fernandes ji, a senior speaker, senior person. I am thankful to all of you, Rajesh Mehta ji sir, our mentor, a person behind these conference, Pankaj Gya ji, my chairman, Vinay Jolly ji sir.
Thank you. Don't speak the names. Go on fast. We don't have
Thank you all. Thank you very much. I welcome you all again. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Nankani, J.D. Nankani, the dynamic past president of the All India Federation of Tax Practitioners. I would request Ishwar Bhai, if you can listen to my voice, please open your video. The mic has been opened. J.D. Nankani, Mr. J.D. Nankani.
Yeah, starting.
Yes.
Good morning to everyone. Pankaj, I am happy.
Yeah, good morning, sir. But you have to open your video also.
1 minute.
Videos on.
Videos on.
Yeah, friends, we are live on YouTube also. Somehow it is you are not being shown as a video on at my place. Okay, sir, you go on, please.
I am happy to welcome you all on this Sunday morning to the concluding days of 20 days webinar series organized by Central Zone of AFTP. With changing circumstances, all have to adapt to new ways of life under the present lockdown. Seminars have become webinars. Thank you, Pankaj. Thank you all. Thank you, your organizers, for inviting me to be a part of your like all earlier webinars of AFTP have been a success. I am sure this will also be interesting. We talk of the past president of ICA on computation of income in lights of ICDCS. I welcome CA Mr. Manoj Fernandes and request him to enlighten everyone on the subject. Thank you all. Thank you everyone.
Thank you, sir. It was a privilege to hear to you, though we could not see your photo. We very much wanted to see your photo. And friends, we would be seeing his photo very shortly after the deliberations of Mr. Manoj Fernandes, the dynamic, the star, the speaker which everybody wants to listen. And friends, again, it is just 10:03. And let me introduce our speaker. Though Mr. Rajesh Mehta has said very good words, he is more than good words. He is a person who is revered by each and every tax professional. A gem of a person who is always available to every tax professional, every individual, every living being on this planet Earth. In this COVID times, he had been a person who has helped many tax professionals, giving advice, giving contributions, giving support. And friends, for such a person, I don't have words. I can simply say, sir, you are a genius and we are privileged that you are here. With these words, I invite our star speaker of the day, Mr. Manoj Fernandes, past president, Institute of Chartered Accountant of India, to kindly deliver his talk. Mr. Manoj Fernandes, sir, you are live, sir.
Good morning and thank you, Pankaj ji. I hope you can hear me clearly.
Yes, sir, it's clear.
It's my great privilege and honor to join this webinar organized by All India Federation of Tax Practitioners. Honorable National President, Advocate Nikita Badeka ji, Samir Jani ji, my esteemed friend CA Rajesh Mehta ji, the National Vice President, Vinay Jolly ji, Sandeep Agrawal ji, Pankaj Ghiaji, the chief advisor, chief patron, and a very distinguished professional by himself. Great pleasure to join this webinar. I'm honored by the fact that all the past presidents and seniors in the profession, as was mentioned earlier, are also part of this webinar. My seniors from Indore who were named by Rajesh Mehtaji, my special respect for all my seniors from Indore who are present in this webinar. Friends, as time is limited, we have around 25 to 30 minutes, and there are 10 ICDS. Of course, it would not be possible to deal with all the ICDS, so I thought I'll pick up some of the ones and deal with them. Pankaj, could you confirm that the presentation is visible on the
Yes,
screen?
visible, sir.
Thank
Visible.
you, sir. Thank you. So without spending more time, I'll go straight to the topic which has been assigned to me. So I would be taking up, as discussed with Rajesh Mehtaji, only 4 standards which I was told would be more relevant from the point of view of many of those members who would be joining it. These are the ICDS 1 on accounting policies, ICDS 2 on valuation of inventories, ICDS 4 revenue recognition, and ICDS 9 borrowing cost. Undoubtedly, I'm conscious of the fact that all the ICDS are equally relevant and important from point of all of us. But in view of the paucity of time, these are few which I had picked up. Before I start up with the clause by clause or each ICDS, I would just like to take you to the background as to what, in my opinion, really necessitated the bringing out of the ICDS. And if you look at the timing of the point of time when Section 145 was amended, it really coincided with the introduction of the Indian Accounting Standards, Ind AS, notified as part of the Companies Act. The then Honorable Finance Minister, Shri Arun Jaitley ji, the late Finance Minister, in his maiden budget speech on 10th of July 2014, to my mind, made these 2 important announcements on the same day at the same time. First was that the uh, country would migrate to Ind AS from in a phased manner from 2016 onwards, and at the same point of time, the Section 145 was amended to bring in this concept of income computation and disclosure standards. Now, the Accounting Standards Committee constituted by the CBDT had originally issued many more standards, but finally what we have with us is 10 standards which have been notified. When these standards were first made applicable from 2016 onwards, that is for assessment year 2017-18, there was a challenge to the constitutional validity of the ICDS, given the fact that there were certain principles which were well established in terms of the decisions of the Honorable High Courts and also confirmed by Honorable Supreme Court. The question before the Honorable Delhi High Court was, would it be valid for the delegated authority given to the CBDT to amend the law settled by the Honorable Supreme Court? And the Honorable Delhi High Court, in a landmark decision in case of Chamber of Tax Consultants, held that some of the provisions were ultra virus and some of the provisions of ICDS were watered down. Given this background and given the necessity to have this concept of computation of standards, given the fact that companies had migrated to Ind AS by then, the Finance Act 2018, with a retrospective amendment with effect from 1417, amended Section 145A. The then existing Section 145A was substituted by a new subsection 145A, and we have a new Section 145B, which was introduced on the as part of the law. The income computation and disclosure standards (ICDS) are very clearly meant only for the purpose of computation of income. Every standard brings out this aspect very clearly, that these are not the standards for the purpose of maintenance of books of accounts. the books of accounts which are maintained and subjected to audits under different provisions of the tax laws, as also the Companies Act. These standards are not meant for the purpose of books of accounts. These standards, in a way, codify the best principles and best policies insofar as the computation of income under the Income Tax Act is concerned. And therefore, these standards are essential to be kept in mind while computing the income, computing the normal provisions of income, as I'll take up later on the provisions relating to MAT in relation to the companies. The standards apply in relation to computation of income under the head profits and gains from business and profession, as well as income from other sources. These ICDS apply to all assessees except individuals and Hindu undivided families, which are not covered under the tax audit provisions. So with that background, and also given the fact that if the ICDS are not followed regularly and consistently, then the assessing officer has the right to frame the assessment in terms of section 144, the best judgments. To clarify and to bring more clarity in view of the various doubts and queries which were raised to the board once the standards were notified, on 10th of March 2017, on 23rd of March 2017, circular number 10 was issued, and by way of frequently asked questions, many of the provisions relating to the ICDS were clarified. So based on these clarifications and based on the provisions and the amendments which have taken place, the ICDS would also apply to the extent applicable, even when the income is being computed on the basis of presumptive basis. So say in case of section 44 AD and other sections where presumptive taxation is envisaged, books of accounts are not required to be maintained, but where income is presumed on the basis of total turnover, then how that turnover is to be computed would be guided and would be in accordance with the provisions of ICDS. Once the turnover is determined, then then the presumptive provisions would apply. Therefore, in that sense, the ICDS apply whenever the income from business or profession or income under the head other sources is to be computed. So they are applicable even for companies which are following AS, Companies Accounting Standards notified as in 2006, as well as companies following Indian accounting standards which were notified in 2015 for the purpose of normal computation of income. For the purpose of computation under 115 JB, the section has been amended. The starting point is the book profit, and along with the various adjustments which were contained in 115 JB, specific provisions have been inserted to deal with the Ind AS concept, and therefore those provisions would apply. But whenever the normal tax is to be computed, even for listed companies following Ind AS, the normal tax computation would be in accordance with the provisions contained in ICDS. Now, the ICDS apply to all entities, be they banks, financial institutions, insurance companies. Why this is being mentioned is because these are those kinds of entities which have special provisions even for their accounting. The relevant accounting standards, say particularly for banks and for insurance companies, has not been made applicable till date, but they would be governed by the provisions of ICDS for their normal computation. So the return of income contains a separate schedule where the impact of ICDS is required to be mentioned, and it is also required to be mentioned in case of tax audits in Form 3CD, where there is a separate column where the impact is to be given, and the disclosures of the policies as per which have been considered for the purpose of computation are also required to be mentioned by the tax auditors. Now, there are all these standards which have been issued as ICDS have corresponding accounting standards and the equivalent Ind AS. I would not take the time at this point to go through all these standards or the details, but every standard has a corresponding accounting standard and also a corresponding Ind AS. There are certain standards which are under ICDS which are yet to be notified, more particularly in context of compare in context of real estate companies where only an exposure draft has been issued, and more importantly, the standard is yet to be framed. So coming to the first ICDS on accounting policies, this standard is based on the Accounting Standard 1, which requires the disclosure of accounting policies. And similarly, the ICDS requires that what are the policies which have been considered by the SEC for the purpose of computation of income are required to be disclosed in terms of the provisions of ICDS 1. It talks about going concern, it talks about consistency and accrual, which are the fundamental accounting assumptions. And these are also considered as fundamental accounting assumptions under ICDS 1. Now, the ICDS apply only for the mercantile system or the accrual method of accounting. They do not apply to the cash method of accounting. And therefore, an SSU who is following the cash method of accounting would not be burdened with ICDS. But every SSE, as I mentioned earlier, who follows the accrual method of accounting has to follow ICDS. And therefore, retaining the concept of consistency and accrual as fundamental assumptions is very relevant and correct. However, keeping this assumption of going concern as part of ICDS is not really relevant in my humble opinion, because even if a business entity is not going to be a going concern in the next 12 months, it does not really impact its computation of tax in that particular year. So assuming for a situation that a company is in the process of merger with another company, and the effective date, let us say for the merger is 1st of January 2020, the company is required to file its return of income by 31st of October 2020. Now, in view of the fact that the merger procedure has been initiated, the going concern concept would not be very valid, and therefore it would be required to be disclosed. However, even if this is not disclosed, in my humble view, it does not really have an impact on the computation of income. We have very landmark decisions of the Honorable Supreme Court in the case of Marshall and Sons, and which has been recently reconfirmed in the case of Maruti Suzuki, where the provisions relating to merger of companies, that is those which are not going to be going concern, have been very aptly and appropriately and have been discussed in great detail. Be that as may, since these are three accounting fundamental assumptions, these three fundamental assumptions also form part of ICDS 1. Then the standard also, ICDS 1, like the accounting standard, says that the accounting policies which are selected should be should represent a true and fair view. And it also talks about that while selecting the policies, there should be substance over the legal form. Again, this is a concept purely for the accounting, does not really apply for the tax purposes, because tax purposes will be guided only by the legal form and not by the accounting substance. So there are examples where for the purpose of accounting, the legal form is not considered, but the substance of the transaction is considered, be it the cases of leasing, be it the cases of preference shares, dividend on preference shares, so on and so forth. But for the tax purposes, it is the legal form which is important. And therefore, again, this part included in ICDS 1 is not really in accordance with the tax provisions, though it does not have any impact so far as computing the taxable income is considered. The second point, which ICDS 1 very emphatically says, that mark-to-market losses will not be allowed, except to the extent of foreign currency, foreign exchange differences, which are dealt with by a specific ICDS. Otherwise, the mark-to-market losses are not considered. And subsequently in the FAQ, it was also clarified that similarly, mark-to-market gains will also not be considered for the purpose of computation of income. And this clarity is welcome in the sense that it gives certainty to these provisions, given the fact that mark-to-market losses and mark-to-market gains, which are commonly referred to as the fair values, are the basis for the purpose of Ind AS accounting. Then the change in accounting policy, it just makes a reference saying that there should be a reasonable cause for change in accounting policy. And what is a reasonable cause has been explained in the FAQ is that it is a well accepted concept. It does not require further elaboration. So one will have to fall back on the decided principles, well settled principles, justified by the facts and circumstances, if one is to change accounting policy which has an impact on the tax computation. Materiality is a concept not well considered in the ICDS, maybe rightly so. And as I mentioned, the expected gains are also not to be taxed as the expected losses are to be ignored. So there are certain disclosures required. What is important is what are the policies which are important so far as the computation of income is concerned. And if you look at the various accounting policies which are disclosed in the financial statements and compare them to a situation of computation of income, to my mind, the most important aspect which requires disclosure is the method of valuation of inventory. Because in all other cases, be it depreciation, under the method of accounting, it could be straight line, it could be written down value method, it could be on the basis of usage, it is based on the concept of useful life. Now, all these provisions are settled in the Income Tax Act in terms of what is contained in the Section 32 and the other provisions of the Act. Therefore, whatever is directly applicable as per the provisions of law is not so very relevant from the point of an assessing officer to know as to what are my policies and whether I'm going to change my policies. But it is in context of inventory valuations that disclosure of policy, consistency of policy, and in a case of change in accounting policy, the principles of ICDS 1 and the principles of ICDS 2 are very relevant and need to be seen. So friends, with that, let me start with the ICDS 2 on valuation of inventories. By and large, same as the accounting standard 2 on valuation of inventories. The definition is the same. There are certain items which are not covered, like work in progress in case of construction contracts, which is dealt with by the specific standard on ICDS on construction contracts, shares and securities as a separate ICDS, and therefore they are scoped out of ICDS 2 on valuation of inventory. Machinery spares are where there is some degree of judgment and some degree of ambiguity involved, because it could be governed by the standard on inventory as well as it could go to the standard on tangible assets, which is popularly called as fixed assets. So machinery spares are scoped out of the standard. What is a machinery spare? I would not go through that. It would be more technical, but suffice for the purpose of this discussion that machinery spares are not part of standard on valuation of inventory, but they go to the standard on fixed assets. Now, what is the cost of inventories, cost of purchases, cost of conversions are well-known concepts. They are same as what is there in AS2, except what is the cost of purchases. Given the fact that Section 145A has a provision that while calculating the purchases, particularly in terms of purchases, earlier it was the SENVAT credit and now it is the GST credit, which as per the books of accounts are not to be considered as part of purchases. But when we come for the computation of income, these are to be included as part of the cost of purchases. And therefore, there is a difference between what is the purchases as per books of accounts and what is the purchases as per the computation of income. The guidance note on tax audit has given certain examples where it has been said that in case of SENVAT credit, it is tax neutral. There are a number of decisions of the honorable tribunals and honorable high courts which support this proposition that it is tax neutral. However, now that we have GST, I believe that this could again be a source of contention and the entire provisions may have to be looked into again by various tribunals and courts to see whether it is tax neutral or not. And therefore, this could be an area of litigation given the fact that there's a difference in the method of accounting and what is considered for the purpose of computation of income. Now, as I mentioned earlier, why it is important that the policy on valuation of inventory should be followed consistently. There are two methods, first in, first out, and weighted average cost, which are considered for the purpose of valuation of inventory. If I shift from first in, first out to weighted average, my value of inventory would change. If my value of inventory is to change, it will impact my computation of income. Therefore, this is one policy which is important from the point of view of disclosure under ICDS 1 and to be followed consistently for the purpose of ICDS 2, that, and if it is to be changed, then there should be a reasonable cause as understood under the tax laws for migrating from one policy to another policy. The other principles in the valuation of inventories are well understood. What really needs to be emphasized is standard costing method is considered for the purpose of valuation of inventory. Retail method for retailers is also an acceptable method of valuation of inventory, both under the tax laws and also for the purpose of accounting, though it is more by way of an exception. Valuation of opening inventory is something which is specifically mentioned in ICDS. So assuming I change my method of valuing my closing inventory, I cannot change the same for valuing my opening inventory, because now the ICDS says that my previous year's closing inventory necessarily has to be my current year's opening inventory. So there are specific cases with respect to specific provisions for in case of dissolution of firms. Subsection 4 of section 45 says that if there is a dissolution and distribution of a firm, then the provisions of section 45(4) come in. Now it is provided that even if it is a dissolution of firm not leading to distribution of assets, the valuation of inventories would be on the net realizable value. And there were certain landmark decisions, but they may not operate now in view of the specific provisions of ICDS. Moving forward quickly to the third standard on revenue recognition, some of the principles are the same. So whether in case of sale of goods, when the goods are to be sold, the standards actually lay down three important areas. The accounting standards talk about recognition, measurement, presentation, and also the disclosure. So when do you recognize the revenue? When do you recognize? How do you measure the revenue? How do you present it? And what are the disclosures? If you look at inventories, revenue, fixed assets, all these standards have these four components: recognition, measurement, presentation, and disclosure. So the point of time when the revenue is to be recognized from sale of goods is when the property is transferred from the seller to the buyer, which is the same as we understand in terms of Sale of Goods Act, and therefore there is not much change. What is heartening in terms of this ICDS is it clearly brings out that revenue should be recognized when there is a reasonable certainty of its ultimate collection. This is a very important principle, and it is good that this is explicitly stated in this standard. As we would see in the subsequent cases, this is not there. However, it is there in terms of rendering of services. The accounting recognizes percentage completion and completed contract methods for rendering of services under AS 9, but under the ICDS, only the percentage completion method is considered. And therefore, if for say a chartered accountant is engaged for carrying out audit, and if the period of audit is more than 90 days, then the percentage of completion method for arriving at the value of revenue would become applicable. Similarly, the standard talks about interest, royalty, and dividend. Now here, this concept of ultimate the collection of revenue is not discussed. So if there is a case where the loan is in default, the ICDS still requires a person to make a provision for the unearned income on that interest. Now, this is which goes against the normal concept of taxing the real income. This has been dealt with in the circular of 2017 by way of FAQ 13, which says that if there is such a situation, it can be claimed as bad debts. The difficulty would be that the interest income is offered generally under the head income from other sources, and therein to claim bad debts could be a could be litigate oriented and could create difficulties for the assessees. But the standard requires on accrual basis provision for unearned interest, even if the principal itself is doubtful. This is where I think the standard requires an amendment and should be brought in line with the other provisions which are there with respect to sale of goods and sale of services. Quickly, I'll take up the last standard, interest on, which is on borrowing cost, which actually deals with interest. Interest is well defined under subsection 28A of section 2. Similarly, it is defined as borrowing cost, and more or less what we mean by borrowing cost is 28A. There are certain differences between what is considered in accounting and what is considered for the purpose of ICDS. The definition of a qualifying asset is different in case of accounting. And here it says in ICDS, it even includes land as part of a qualifying asset, which normally for the purpose of accounting does not qualify as a qualifying asset. There are important FAQs which have been dealt with on borrowing cost, FAQ 20, 21, 22. One clearly saying that it's only the interest which is allowable as a deduction which can be considered for the purpose of computation of income. Interest is allowed to be capitalized up to the date when the asset is put to use, and as against in case of use. And I'll come up with the difference a little later. Even with respect to commencement of capitalization, the accounting standard says that when the borrowing is made, interest is being paid, and the activities necessary for the construction of the qualifying assets have commenced, then only the interest can be capitalized. Friends, we must bear in mind that the basic objective of accounting and the objective of taxation are different. And therefore, there will be principles which will be different in accounting as compared to what are the principles for the purpose of computation of income. And here is one such difference, that the ICDS says that all the interest which is incurred up to the point of time when the asset is put to use will not be allowed as a deduction. This is in section 36, and section 43, when it comes to the cost of the asset, says that interest up to the point of time when the asset is put to use, after that it cannot be capitalized. And therefore the same principles have been inbuilt in ICDS, but the accounting is more rigorous on these matters. It talks about when the interest can be capitalized, when there has to be a suspension of capitalization of interest. And this is one slide I like to just focus on. The present time in which we are living, when there has been a lockdown from 25th of March to 3rd of May, and which is now announced to be continued for next 2 weeks. Now, if the construction activity or the qualifying asset is suspended, then as per the accounting principles, this interest cannot be capitalized and this interest will have to be expensed off. As against that, in the case of computation of income, it makes no difference whether there has been a suspension of activities, and all this interest is eligible to be capitalized to the cost of the asset, and on that cost, the depreciation can be computed. So this is one graph which shows that for the purpose of accounting, what is important is when the asset is ready to use, up to that point of time, the interest is capitalized. But for the purpose of computation of income, it is the date up to which the asset is put to use. Up to that date, the interest is capitalized. So there will be difference between the quantum of capitalization, both under accounting and for the purpose of taxation. With that, I would close for the time being. If there are question answers, I'll be happy to answer. I'm grateful to one and all the office bearers of AIFTP for giving this opportunity, more particularly to Pankaj and my esteemed friend Rajesh Mehta. And I'm also thankful to my friend Pankaj Shah of Indore for helping me with this presentation in a short period of time. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. It was wonderful to hear to you. And it was a privilege for all of us that we can hear such a great views and clarity of thoughts on the ICDS. Sir, I am very happy to inform that we are joined by at least more than 625 persons, tax professionals throughout India, and it is going live on YouTube also. And there are some queries, sir, but with your permission, I would be taking, because I would request you that you be here with us for some time, and we continue with our some entertaining and some good comments from our past presidents and senior members. With this, we will be requesting, I would be doing the past presidents to start with, but first we will be having a fast song, a single one song fast. Mr. Mahinder, if you are listening my voice, start. Mr. Mahinder? Mr. Mahinder, if you are listening to my voice,
Yes, sir.
go on fast.
Yes, sir.
Start. Start.
Yes, sir. तेरे जैसा यार कहाँ ऐसा याराना याद करेगी दुनिया तेरा मेरा अफसाना तेरे जैसा यार कहाँ ऐसा याराना याद करेगी दुनिया तेरा मेरा अफसाना जिंदगी तुम्हारी को गले लगा के बैठा दिया पल पे मुझे खास पे बिठा के मेरी जिंदगी तुम्हारी मुझको गले लगा के बैठा दिया पल पे मुझे खास पे उठा के यारा तेरी यारी को मैंने तो भूला माना याद करेगी दुनिया तेरा अफसाना.
So, Mahinderji, with this, I would be coming back to you again. And I am just taking over. And right now, I would now request our past president, the senior most, the doyen of the tax professional, Mr. P.C. Joshi. Mr. P.C. Joshi, sir, you have to unmute your mic.
Can
Mr.
you hear
P.C.
me now?
Joshi, sir, is the past president, the founder of the All India Federation of Tax Practitioners. And friends, he is the man who is keeping the AFTP flock together. With these words, friends, let me ask our senior most past president. I always refer to him as the young old man. He is too
Thank
young
you.
at the age of 85 years to bless us, sir. And fast,
Thank
sir.
you, dear. Thank
Yes,
you,
sir.
dear. What a way to conclude. Hearing Mahendra's voice, that reminded me my old days when I was young and hearing those musical concerts. Really wonderful. I think as far as this series is concerned, we started on 16th of April, if I correctly remember, 16th of April. And we are ending today. During those days, Ramayana was over and Uttar Ramayana was to start. And today, it is really a coincidence that today in the air, we have last episode of Uttar Ramayana. And therefore, what a coincidence for all of us. It's really a wonderful time for us to gain, I would say, a permanent gain by which we have learned a lot of several aspects of the tax profession where we were not aware. Take, for example, this as to accounting standards. We as advocates are very, very ignorant about the accounting standards. We have learned today what is accounting standard and vis-a-vis the income tax provisions. It's really wonderful. And amongst all, I must say that the center has really brought everybody together, and that is Central Zone. And in the initial stage also, I declared Pankaj Gia to be the real hero. You know, a spider, just like a spider which creates web for bringing everybody all his prey. The Pankaj Gia has created this web in such a manner that the participants from all over the country have joined together and think of a big family consisting of All India Federation of Tax Practitioners, about which I am proud about it. Thank you, Pankaj.
Thank you, sir.
For all
Thank
what
you.
you have done in the last 15 days. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And now I would request our past president, Shri Dr. K. Shivram, Senior Advocate, Mumbai, to please come, please bless us, sir. Dr. K. Shivram, sir, are you hearing it?
Yes, I'm hearing.
Sir.
Okay. You are on mute. You're able to hear to me or no?
Yes, sir. You are live, sir.
Okay, thank you. In fact, let me thank to Manoj Padnis, he's one of the, I know him, he's one of Dan in accountancy. And the subject what you selected, I don't think you could have got any better person than Manoj Padnis. Padnis, thank you very much for enlightening not only accounting and legal aspect also. Thank you very much. And secondly, that Mr. Pankaj Gia, a great leader, he has shown his ability, and also Rajesh Mehta, chairman, and other office bearers. I will not refer, they are all, so many are there. Rajesh Mehta has given only 3 minutes, we let us try to conclude. So I heartily congratulate all of them, and they have done the timely action, that is very important. They planned all 20 series, timely, and involving younger professionals, and interestingly different subjects, that is very important, involving tribal members. According to me, it is a great achievement for the federation is concerned, and it shows the great leadership of the Pankaj Gia and his team. Now the next issue is what is the next? All right, our 24. My suggestion will be all those young leaders presented the papers, let them convert all this into an article form. What we'll do is, with what are the questions they are issued, we will try to publish in our AFTP journal or in the website or any other magazine, so that entire world will benefit out of that. I think that will be the Pankaj, that is the challenge for you. Right?
Definitely, sir, we'll do it.
At least 5-10 article, good article, all of them are very good, and try to do that will be, according to me, the great research and great service to the profession. Then one thing I found, that 3 subjects what possibly we must have shown not much interest. One is the GAR, Mr. Padnis will tell us. GAR will be the one of the futurist subjects. And in fact, Federation have offered a book also last occasion, convention, but that will not be seriously discussed in many of these seminars. Possibly you may consider whenever you have, GAR is one of subject for future discussion. Second one is you should also consider, one is the value and ethics of the profession. Entire subject you have not discussed. That is the one subject which we may consider. Thirdly, on representation. All these are what we learn, that will help us enrich our knowledge. but when you go for actual representation, that may not help us. These are three subjects which you may consider whenever you are having the series lecture or that. Now, I'll tell you one more important. Many of the members may not be the members of the federation. The federation is in national integration of our entire professionals. Before close, I'll give only two instances. Once I wanted to go, Vaishnavi Devi. I had no contact. I asked the Ravi, any of our member is there? He said, one Mr. Rasto, somebody is there. You write to him. I wrote to him, no reply. But when I reached there, he was there present. He took us to made all the arrangement and made us visit very comfortable. That shows how the federation national integration is. I think that is the reason all of you, those who are not members, they should join the federation. Thirdly, one important what I find is that now our National Executive Committee members, when I look at the people who are in the National Executive Committee, they're all of them capable of leading the federation as a great leaders. The great potentiality, they may not have been opportunity to lead, but on the whole, they are a great potentiality. That shows that federation is a great feature, and I have given some tips to Mr. Rao. When you organize your convention, we will have not only gathering, also virtual screening of across the country and across the world. That will be with this. Pankaj, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. It was a privilege to hear. And I can tell you, sir, it is not my success. It is the success of Team Central Zone. I am nobody. It is the success of Team Central Zone and everybody. Rajesh Mehta, Vinay Jolly, Sandeep Agarwal, all the national executive members of the Team Central Zone. They are to be congratulated. And I would now request Mr. Patodi, ML Patodi, the past president. ML Patodi, the past president, sir.
Yes, ML Patodi.
Yes, sir. Please go on, sir.
First of all, I am thankful to all and see all on. I was the first batsman for opening the first seminar, web seminar. And I am happy that 20 web seminars have been completed in this way. It is really a pleasure to see that during this period, we have heard not only the earlier speakers, but new speakers have also been developed. It is a good thing that we got new speakers for our conferences. I am thankful to the Central Zone, Mr. Jolly, Mr. Pankaj Ghia, Mr. Agarwal, and Rajesh Mehta ji for giving this opportunity. And I'm also thankful to all the past presidents and present President Nikita ji Ben, who is doing well, our Secretary General, Samir Jani, and all the teams which are working on this line. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. It was all your blessings. You are the first president who has inaugurated this series.
Yes.
And because of your blessings and because of your guidance, support, we had been able to continued for these 20 days. Thank you,
Yes.
sir, and continue to bless us.
Thank
Mrs.
you,
Premalata Bansal, Senior Advocate, Delhi. Ma'am, you have to unmute your mic. Ma'am, you have to unmute your mic, Mrs. Premalata Bansal.
Yes. Whether I am audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Yes. Okay, thank you. Good morning, friends. Manoj Fadnis, sir, good morning. Friends, I am privileged to have this opportunity to give my concluding remarks on this last day of 3 series webinars, and that too in Corona period. Friends, we are really indebted to Shri Pankaj Ghia, ever smiling, evergreen person, Rajesh Mehta ji, Vice President of Federation, Central Zone, Vinay Jolly ji, Chairman, Central Zone, Sandeep Agrawal, for lighting this lamp of education. for taking us from Andhakar to Prakash. Pankaj ji, you not only belong to Central Zone, you all the four are jewels of AIFTP. We are indebted to you. I cannot resist myself to congratulate them for organizing such a wonderful webinar full of knowledge. Every day bringing a new legal luminary, perfect in their subject. I also thank the legal fraternity attending in large numbers, participating in the seminar very attentively by way of questions, answers. Pankaj ji, you have made us more disciplined. Otherwise, it is very difficult to attend at 9:45 a.m. I also congratulate you for organizing the inspirational webinar by Sister D.K. Shivani. Friends, at the end, I compliment the organizers, particularly Pandit Rajesh ji, for such a formidable webinar. As and well, we will remember this Corona period. We will remember these webinars organized by you, sir, for organizing such a wonderful virtual webinars. Thank you, friends.
Thank you, ma'am. It was all your courage, support. And I would now request our past president, Dr. M.V.K. Murthy, sir, to please bless us. Mr. M.V.K. Murthy, sir.
Yeah. Good morning to everyone. I profoundly congratulate the Central Zone, represented by its chairman, national vice president, and above all, my brother, Mr. Pankaj Gia, to be at the helm of the affairs of the series of webinars going on for the last 20 days. It is really gratifying to note that a knowledge bank is being provided to all the members of the Federation as well as other professional fraternity. Though the country is passing through critical times, whatever time on account of the lockdown is available, it is made best use of in the annals of the Federation. And we have been seeing that as far as the webinar of Central Zone is concerned, in the mega event, it has crossed 1,000 participants. It is really a nice and wonderful thing to notice. Though I have not able to preside over or initiate some discussions in seminars due to professional exigencies on account of the unsuitability of the time. Still, whenever I find a time, I have been joining the webinar and following the speeches very actively, and I am very much benefited by this one. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. It was your continued blessings for the same. I would now request my president, I would always say, Mr. Ganesh Purohit, the senior advocate from Jabalpur. As and when I was having some issues, some problems, some guidance required, I would be calling day in, day out to Mr. Ganesh Purohit. Sir, you are live. You are your blessings are required there.
Thank you, Pankaj ji. Our national president, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Please go on.
Our national president, Mrs. Nikita Badeka, National General Secretary, Shri Samir Jani ji, and our Central Zone National Vice President, Shri Rajesh Mehta ji, Chairman Jolly ji, Secretary Shri Agarwal ji, and the Central Zone team. I would say these series of webinars is a glaring example of teamwork. What an excellent teamwork has been put in by Central Zone that has made this series a grand success. The saying goes, there is only one treasure in the world. When you spend, it increases. सरस्वती का खजाना ही केवल एक ऐसा खजाना है जो खर्च करने से बढ़ता है, और दुनिया में और ऐसा कोई भी खजाना नहीं जो खर्च करने से बढ़ता हो. And friends, I would say that we had a speaker like my friend Manoj Fadnis from Indore, with whom I have shared many times the dais. He had been a very excellent speaker and his deliberation was very, very good. Friends, at AIFTP, we have always put in an example of cooperation among our brothers and sisters of All India Federation. And at this trying time of COVID-19, when we are all locked down at home, it was a very, very successful event and a very, very successful idea of converting our time into gaining education. Education has no end. At any age, at any time, it is always good to educate yourself. And law is such a vast subject that nobody in the world can claim to be a master. However, our friend Pankaj Ghia has turned out to be a headmaster of webinars. And he has so very well managed the webinars. And the most important thing, that what he has taught us is the importance of time. In many of our national conferences, we have observed that what we are lacking is that the time schedule is not maintained. But in these webinars, it had been possible due to strict implementation by Mr. Pankaj Ghia, that time schedule was strictly maintained. And the advantage of that is that we could give full time to the speaker. And we were really blessed by the wisdom of our speakers, and our knowledge has been enriched. And I congratulate once again the team of Central Zone for their excellent work. And I wish them to continue the same, as the lockdown has been increased for another 15 days. Some of our speakers could not get enough time, like Mr. Doshi have been left out. So I would suggest that in place of closing it, we can once again think of continuing this webinar so that our knowledge can be further enriched and we all be benefited. And this has resulted into national integration in the sense that on the day when Tribunal President was invited with his vice presidents, the login was more than 1,000. Had there been more scope for login, I am sure that there would have been much more number of people. So I once again at the end congratulate Pankaj Ghia, Shri Jolly and the team Central Zone, and the able leadership of our National President Srimati Nikita Badeka for his cooperation for Central Zone. And thank you all, and thank you all concerned. And at the end, thanks to all my friends and brothers and sisters who joined these webinars and are benefited by the educational programs. Thank you. Pankaj, I have finished.
Yes, thank you, sir. Thank you. Friends, we receive the comments and the participation daily from Mr. Arvind Mishra, Mr. P.K. Das, Mr. Pradosh Patnaik, O.P. Shukla, Mrs. Jamna Shukla, B.R. Kaushal, Nitin Gautam, A.K. Srivastav, Mr. V.S. Jayakumar, K.K. Singla, and some of the fantastic persons. Before coming to our immediate past president and then the national president, I would be taking just a minute, please. Yes, sir. कहाँ हुआ? ID आपका? Zoom पे. चलो. Because of this, I would be requesting some of the leading personalities, because it is their participation which had made us possible. Mr. P.K. Das. Fast comment, Mr. P.K. Das. Only 30 seconds.
Sir, thank you very much. I was very much impressed by the way the conference was organized and the way you conducted it, sir. It was fantastic. And the conference has enriched me a lot. Not only to me, but all the members and all the audience. It was fantastic, and it was. I have seen that you are the prolific speaker.
No, sir. Thank you, sir. With these words,
thank you.
It is all because of your participation. Mr. B.R. Kaushal. Mr. B.R. Kaushal, you are live.
सर, मैं एक छोटी सी बात बताना चाहता हूँ कि एक राजा का लड़का पढ़ा लिखा नहीं था, तो एक दिन रास्ते में एक संत जा रहा था, तो राजा ने उससे बताया कि ये मेरा लड़का पढ़ा लिखा नहीं है, मैं चाहता हूँ कि आगे आने वाले समय में राजा की गद्दी कैसे संभलेगी। तो संत ने कहा कोई बात नहीं, इसको मेरे पास 7 दिन के लिए लेकर आए। तो राजा अपने बच्चे को लेकर 7 दिन उसके पास चला गया और 7 दिन उसने जो जो समझाया। 7 दिन के बाद जब वो संत जाने लगा तो संत ने कहा कि बेटा, जो जो आपने मेरे से अच्छा बुरा सुना उसकी आप मेरे को बताओ कि आपको अच्छा कौन सा लगा, बुरा कौन सा लगा। उसने कहा संत जी, मेरे को सभी बातें आपकी अच्छी लगी और एक ही बात जो बुरी लगी वो थी कि आपने कहा कि अब मैं प्रस्थान कर रहा हूँ, जा रहा हूँ। तो अब हमें यही बुरा लगा कि आप इस वेबिनार को बंद कर रहे हैं। थैंक यू वेरी मच सर।
Thank you, Kaushal Saab. What I can say simply, there has to be an end of certain timing. I think we will come up with a new program. We'll come up with something. Mrs. Jamuna Shukla, the lady speaker, the only lady speaker in the series and a regular participant. Mrs. Jamuna Shukla. Ma'am, you are hearing me? Go fast.
Yes, yes, I am. थैंक यू पंकज जी। मैं एक ही बात कह रही हूँ, हंसते हंसते कट जाए रस्ते, दुनिया यूं ही चलती रहे, खुशी मिले या गम बदलेंगे ना हम, दुनिया चाहे बदलती रहे। थैंक यू, बिग कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस टू यू ऑल.
Thank
Great,
you,
Rajesh Mehta ji, Ghia ji, and all our elders and seniors. Your blessings. Thank you.
Thank you. There are a lot of persons who I want to. One is Pradosh Patnaik, a regular from day one. Mr. Pradosh, you are there live.
Yes, sir.
बोलिए.
Sir, I am very happy. एक्सपीरियंस में कभी हुआ नहीं था सर, आप भी के बदौलत जो सीखने को मिला, जो एक्सपीरियंस है कभी जिंदगी में भूल नहीं सकते सर.
Thank you, Pradosh bhai.
You are a genius.
No, sir. Thank you. It is because of the participation of you all, friends, that we had been able to do it. Mr. Nitin Gautam is there. I think if Mr. Nitin is there. Mr.
Yes,
Nitin
sir.
Gautam, you are there.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आप सभी को, सेंट्रल जोन को, खास करके पंकज भैया को, जिन्होंने बहुत ही अच्छा ये सेमिनार वेबिनार कंडक्ट किया। और मुझे इसी के बहाने सभी मेरे सीनियर्स जो है, मेरे जो पास्ट प्रेसिडेंट्स है, इमीडिएट पास्ट प्रेसिडेंट है और प्रेसिडेंट है, और जितने भी एएफटीपी के मेंबर्स है, सभी से मुलाकात करने का मौका मिला, पढ़ने का मौका मिला। इसके लिए मैं आप सभी का धन्यवाद करता हूँ।
Thank you, Nitin bhai. And the motivator again, Mr. Hemant Mod, the National Joint Secretary, Central Zone.
Thank you, Pankaj ji. Respected National President Nikita Badega ji, Vice President Srinivas Rao ji.
Sir, directly, we are short time.
Sorry. It is my privilege to be here for the educational webinar series on various subjects of direct and indirect taxes. Help us to enrich our knowledge. It was very motivational and inspirational talk of Sister Shivani from Brahma Kumari. This is the first time ever when the educational activity has been carried out unrupted for 20 days in a continuous manner. I am very much thankful and to the central team who has made this opportunity to me, and the entire team includes Rajesh Mehta ji, Vinay Jolly ji, Sandeep Agrawal ji, and the most and powerful person of this webinar series, great for the great success, guide, energetic, prolific speaker, friends of friends, my mentor, Shri Pankaj Ghia ji. Thank you, Pankaj ji.
Thank you, sir. The Secretary General, Samir Jani ji, he was there every day. We had a talk. We want to share something. And I can simply say thank you, Samir bhai, for all your support, for all your encouragement. Samir bhai.
Respected National President
Hello.
and Pankaj ji. Pankaj ji,
you have been so graceful by making me so big. It's not the case. You have been always accommodative, and the inspiration behind making the flag of AIFTP fly high. I once again congratulate all of the team, Central Zone, and more particularly Pankaj Gia for making this situation an opportunity of parting with the knowledge and be giving us more of knowledge during these days. Thank you very much, Pankaj bhai.
Thank you. The dynamic deputy president and the incoming president.
Namaskar. Namaskar. each and
2021
everyone.
बोलने तो दो.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. First of all, I pranam to my all seniors of past presidents and then National President and Secretary General and all the team of Pankaj Gia. I say one word. First of all, the Pankaj is the role model for all over India for all the organizations. That's we will give a clap to him, to each and everybody in a standing ovation. Mr. Pankaj Gia and team, Mr. Rajesh Mehta, Mr. Vinay Jolly ji, and the secretary, zonal secretary, and all the team of office bearers and NEC members of the Central Zone, as well as the national NEC members and everybody, I congratulate once again. Thank you, thank you. It is a standing ovation time to the Central Zone of the team of Mr. Pankaj Gia. Please give a clap and standing ovation.
No,
please, sir.
thank you, Srinivaji, for all your kind words. I think it is the team and working. Mr. Mahendra, again, before requesting our national president, let us have a quick song, a very fast song on the friendship, because it is the friendship of everybody, all the participants, that this success has been successful. Mr. Mahendra, if you are listening, unmute your mic. Friends, I can tell you what is the success. Success is that we had crossed 14,000 views on the discourse by Sister Shivani yesterday on YouTube. We had joined by more than 20,000 people in this 20-day webinar series. Friends, we had been punctual, we had been very fast, and that was the motto. And I can say, today's learned speaker, the star speaker, the living legend in the tax profession, Mr. Manoj Fadnis, he is the person who has finished his presentation in the given stipulated time. And sir, my hats off to you, and I am grateful to you. Before calling my national president, I would request again the star speaker of today, Mr. Manoj Fadnis, the living legend, I would always say one of the pillars of the tax profession, to say his concluding remarks, and then I would be coming directly to our national president. Sir, you have to unmute your mic, sir. Sir, you have to, yes. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Pankaj ji. I am extremely honored to attend this webinar and to have interaction with so many illustrious legends of our times, all the illustrious past presidents, current team members. And I join all of them in complimenting you and your team for the fantastic work in terms of knowledge sharing. As Ganesh Purohit ji mentioned, that this is the only thing which more you spend, more you get. So thank you very much for giving this opportunity to me for joining this webinar. I am so glad that I could meet so many friends after such a long time and see so many distinguished people through this webinar. Thank you so much.
ये आप सभी की दोस्ती के लिए, आप सभी की दोस्ती के लिए कोई फिल्म शोले। ये दोस्ती हम नहीं तोड़ेंगे, तोड़ेंगे तुम मगर तेरा साथ ना छोड़ेंगे। ये दोस्ती और मेरी जीत तेरी जीत, मेरी हार तेरी हार, सुन है मेरे यार। तेरा गम मेरा गम, मेरी जान तेरी जान, ऐसा अपना प्यार। जान पे भी खेलेंगे, तेरे लिए ले लेंगे। जान पे भी खेलेंगे, तेरे लिए ले लेंगे। सबसे दुश्मनी ये तो
Thank you, Mahendra bhai, and we will come back to you again. And now it is the time that we hear our national president, Dr. Ashok Saraf. For some reason, he has been unable to join for certain family reasons, and a message has been received by me. It is now the time of our national president, and I would request our national president to speak and to guide us. But before that, may I remind you, friends, that we will be coming up with a very new, novel thing very shortly. The Central Zone is working on a different aspect, and we'll be announcing it very soon. Continue to join us, continue to patronize us. With this, our national president, Mrs. Nikita Badega.
Good morning, everybody. My reverence to the past president, to the team of the Central Zone, and of course, I must also say the participants who have played a lead role in all the seminars. The issue is that every challenge carries with it a seed of opportunity. And AIFTP has been able to pick up that seed thanks to Mr. Ghiaji, because not only Central Zone, all the other zones started organizing the webinars. 6th April, we started the first webinar with Mr. Pankaj Ghia as the speaker. Thereafter, 10th April and then follows. So today, I'm proud to announce that All India Federation, all the 5 zones together, have totally organized 44 webinars. Today also, after this, within 10 minutes, there is other one. Tomorrow also other one. And tomorrow night would be a very important one, where we are going to discuss tomorrow 5 o'clock. This is on salaries and wages during lockdown. There are a lot of people, especially the consultant, who are asking the queries what to do with the salaries, etc. So we have an expert. Our concluding would be tomorrow, All India Federation as such. Central Zone has done, of course, highly productive work. I should not say, I must admire the zeal behind that work. As rightly suggested by Shivram sir, it's a good idea to convert all these webinars into writing in an e-publication to be made available on our website. I think this is a very good idea. Let's request all the speakers of the seminar. We will give them their YouTube. They can convert it into writing, or we may help them into converting into writing, and make a e-publication consisting of all the webinars, which would be a very good, it would help everybody concerned with it. Now, when I'm speaking from the platform of AIFTP, I must announce 2-3 things. That's my standard announcement. Number one, I request all of you, some of you who are not the members, please become the members of AIFTP. You visit www.aiftponline.org website. You have a pop-up. There is an online registration. I'm requesting this now for the simple reason, after 30th September, it's going to be double up. So please hurry up, become the member. That's first. Our past presidents also said that you should become member. The benefits you have seen already. The second one I would like to say is all the webinars of all the zones together, you would find on our website listed. When you visit the website, you will see a pop-up of the webinars, and you will be able to view all the webinars. The second pop-up you would see is about our e-publication. I'm proud to say that we had a first e-publication on Vivad Se Vishwas Tak by Advocate Vipul Joshi, forwarded by our 3 stalwart past presidents, Shivram sir, Madam Premlata Bansal and Ganesh Purohit. It was also a message from the Dharmadhikari sir and Justice Dharmadhikari, who had given a beautiful message after going through it. The 1,000 member, 1,000 1,000 attendance seminar by ITAT president, the book was released at his hand. So I request you all to go through that. The biggest part is it will be, updated as and when there are circulars or notifications by CBDT or clarifications. Team of experts headed by Dr. Shivram are going to answer your query on VSV. For that, we are putting a chat box. Kindly read the book, have a chat box with you if you want to put a query on that. Last but not the least, my drive for donation for PM CARES Fund. It's a very important issue as on today. We must strengthen the hand of the Prime Minister by donating in the Prime Minister PM CARES Fund. Now, if you donate through AFTP, you would get 100% deduction also. Everybody has donated in one way or the other. I'm not asking more. Every person present, even if you pay 1,000 rupees, minimum 1,000 today, I think we would be able to give substantial amount to the PM CARE Fund. Last but not the least, as he rightly said, we are going to work out something about the future webinars. Some parts are opening, some parts are not opening. The lockdown continues strictly in few areas. We have to work on something, but not on a daily basis. This is what my view is. We have a office bearers meeting where we will be discussing this and we will be announcing shortly the future plan. So friends, please be with AIFTP. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. It was wonderful to hear to you. And friends, one of the speaker on RERA, Mr. Sanjay Gia, has written a book on RERA. It is a commentary and it is beneficial for all over India. Mr. Sanjay Gia, please share the screen of the book. And on my request, he has offered that he will be giving this book at a 50% discount for all AIFTP members. This contains the law, the provision, the commentary, the related judgments, and the FAQs relating to RERA in Rajasthan, and it is a common book which can be benefited at all places. So, friend, I would request if anybody wants to it, there is in the chat box, the details are there. You can always go to the chat box and take the benefit. Mr. Sanjay Gia, can you go up with the book, front page of the book? Yes. With this, this book is available especially at a discount of 50% for all the members. Friends, the details are in the chat box. Go through the chat box and take the benefit. With this, friends, I can say we are coming now to the end of this webinar series. Friends, it was the working, the conceptualization, the making by the team Central Zone. We are grateful to you all the participants. It was only and only because of the success, and the Central Zone will come again with a new thing, with a new novel method, and we will work out something, will come out. The zone has tremendous potential, and that zone will be working independently and will be coming out with new novel method for continuous education and interaction. With this, I think the last song we can have from Mahendra Bhai, that is चलते कभी अलविदा ना कहना. So we will have a last song. चलते चलते मेरे ये गीत याद रखना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना. And Mahendra Bhai start, and then I would open the mic for everybody so that we can have a bye-bye song. I would not say a bye-bye song, कभी अलविदा ना कहना. Mahendra Bhai, start.
चलते चलते मेरे ये गीत याद रखना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना, चलते
चलते
कभी अलविदा ना कहना। प्यार करते करते हम तुम कहीं खो जाएंगे इन्हीं पहाड़ों के आंचल में थक के सो जाएंगे। प्यार करते करते हम तुम कहीं खो जाएंगे इन्हीं पहाड़ों के आंचल में थक के सो जाएंगे। सपनों को फिर भी तुम यूं ही बुलाते रहना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना।
And come with the next song. Come with the next song. Come with the next song, Mahendra bhai. Next song, next song. Start fast. Next song. Next song, next song.
आने वाला पल जाने वाला है, आने वाला पल जाने वाला है। हो सके तो इसमें जिंदगी बिता दो पल जो ये जाने वाला है। हो आने वाला पल जाने वाला है। हो सके तो इसमें जिंदगी बिता दो पल जो ये जाने वाला है। हो एक बार यूं मिली मासूम सी कली, एक बार यूं मिली मासूम सी कली, वो खिलते हुए कहा खुशबाश में चली। देखा तो यही है ढूंढा तो नहीं है पल जो ये जाने वाला है। ओ आने वाला पल जाने वाला है। हो सके तो इसमें जिंदगी बिता दो पल जो ये जाने वाला है। ओ
Continue with the next song, fast. Or Mukhda and Antara only.
ओके ओके सर ओके। एक बड़ा ही प्यारा सा गीत फिल्म दोस्ताना से आप सभी की दोस्ती के लिए। बने चाहे दुश्मन जमाना हमारा, बने चाहे दुश्मन जमाना हमारा, सलामत रहे दोस्ताना तुम्हारा। बने चाहे दुश्मन जमाना हमारा, सलामत रहे दोस्ताना हमारा, सलामत रहे दोस्ताना हमारा। बने चाहे दुश्मन जमाना हमारा, सलामत रहे दोस्ताना तुम्हारा। ख्वाबों के दिन, वो किताबों के दिन, वो ख्वाबों के दिन, वो किताबों के दिन, सवालों की रातें, जवाबों के दिन। सही साल हमने गुजारे यहाँ, यही साथ खेले हुए हम जवान, हुए हम जवान। न बचपन बड़ा आशिकाना हमारा, सलामत रहे दोस्ताना हमारा। भले चाहे दुश्मन जमाना हमारा, सलामत रहे दोस्ताना हमारा। दिए जलते हैं, फूल खिलते हैं, दिए जलते हैं, फूल खिलते हैं, बड़ी मुश्किल से मगर दुनिया में तो मिलते हैं। दिए जलते हैं, फूल खिलते हैं, बड़ी मुश्किल से मगर दुनिया में दोस्त मिलते हैं। दिए जलते हैं। दौलत और जवानी एक दिन खो जानी है, सच कहता हूँ सारी दुनिया दुश्मन हो जानी है। दौलत और जवानी एक दिन खो जानी है, सच कहता हूँ सारी दुनिया दुश्मन हो जानी है। उम्र भर दोस्त लेकिन साथ चलते हैं, दिए जलते हैं, फूल खिलते हैं, बड़ी मुश्किल से मगर दुनिया में तो मिलते हैं। दिए जलते हैं।
लोग बहुत अप्रिशिएट कर रहे हैं महेंद्र भाई, अ गुड वन। वेरी लोग अप्रिशिएट कर रहे हैं आपको, अच्छा गाइए, मजा आ रहा है।
अगर साथ देने का वादा करो, मैं यूं ही मस्त में लुटाता रहूं। तुम मुझे देख कर मुस्कुराती रहो, मैं तुम्हें देख कर गीत गाता रहूं। तुम अगर साथ देने का वादा करो, मैं यूं ही मस्त नच में लुटाता रहूं। कितने जलवे फिजाओं में बिखरे मगन, मैंने अब तक किसी को पुकारा नहीं। तुमको देखा तो नजरें ये कहने लगी, हमको चेहरे से हटना गवारा नहीं। तुम अगर मेरी नजरों के आगे रहो, मैं हर एक शय से नजरें चुराता रहूं। तुम अगर साथ देने का वादा करो, मैं यूं ही मस्त नग में लुटाता रहूं। किसी की मुस्कुराहटों पे हो निशान, किसी का दर्द मिल सके तो ले उधार, किसी के बाद से हो तेरे दिल में प्यार, जीना किसी का नाम है। किसी की मुस्कुराहटों पे हो निशान, किसी का दर्द मिल सके तो ले उधार, किसी के बात से हो तेरे दिल में प्यार, जीना किसी का नाम है। माना अपनी जेब से फकीर है, फिर भी यारो दिल के हम अमीर हैं। माना अपनी जेब से फकीर है, फिर भी यारो दिल के हम अमीर हैं। मिटे जो प्यार के लिए वो जिंदगी, चले बाहर के लिए वो जिंदगी, किसी को हो न हो हमें तो ऐतबार, जीना किसी का नाम है। किशोर कुमार साहब का बहुत ही प्यारा सा गीत है, रुक जाना नहीं कहीं तो हाथ से। कहीं हार के कांटों पे चल के लेंगे साए बहार के, रुक जाना नहीं तू कहीं हार के, कांटों पे चल के मिलेंगे साए बहार। ओ राही 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 ओ राही।
Mahendra bhai, I think we will close now. Mahendra bhai, I think I will close now. Mahendra bhai.
गया है तेरे आगे झुक गया है, जब कभी ऐसे कोई मत खाना।
Okay, Mahendra bhai. Okay, everybody. Now it is the time that we move on to the new one. And lastly, I would now request Sandeep Agarwal. Sandeep, are you there? I think he has left. Rajesh bhai. Rajesh bhai, you have to unmute your mic.
Yeah, I am.
Yes. So final bye-bye to all.
Thanks a lot to all the participants who had spared last 20 days for active participation. So we are all indebted to you, and we will surely be meeting in future also frequently. So thanks a lot to all of you.
Thank you. And with this, friends, thank you everybody again for all the views. Thank you everybody for all the support. Thank you everybody for all your continuous joining day in and day out. And I think this is the time that we move on. This is the time that we say goodbye, and we'll come again. We'll talk with you again. We'll be in touch with you and say bye-bye, sayonara, thank you, vadakkam, namaskar, everything which we can remember. And thank you. This is the time I always say goodbye, India, east, west, north, south, central. So goodbye, Mr. B.R. Kaushal Sahab, Mr. Rajesh Malhotra, Mr. Kanungo, and all my friends from all over the country. Thank you for being here every morning, and we'll be in touch. We'll be in here. And whenever you come to Jaipur, please give me a call and be my guest. Thank you. With this, bye-bye and sayonara.
कि भाई हमको नहीं देंगे, आपको बोला है कि हम
Now I am ending this meeting.
पंकज भैया साहब
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everybody.
तो सुनिए,
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू,
एक्सीलेंट
थैंक
सेशन
यू।
भाई। बाय मत करिए, तो बोलो कि जो साइट में अगर कोई प्रॉब्लम है वो भी नहीं कर सकता है ना, तो उसके लिए भी